Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a quick statement regarding everything happening in America at the moment. Obviously, as you can tell from my accent, I'm not American, I am British, and by the colour of my skin, I'm probably about as white as milk is, but I still believe that this is something that I need to speak out about, and that every person in the human race with a shred of decency needs to speak out about this. I understand that I will never understand what these people go through because of something as simple as the colour of my skin. I know that I have a privilege for certain things, that it means that my life isn't it's easier in ways because I will not be discriminated against because of my race. I can get jobs, I can walk down the street, I can go to a park without being discriminated, without being shot, without the fear of dying. But as much as I don't understand, I know that I stand with them because this is a cause that everyone needs to stand for. Black lives matter, all of them do. Every single black life matters. George Floyd mattered, Breonna Taylor mattered, Ahmaud Arbery mattered, David McCarthy mattered, and Chris Cooper matters. And they're just 5 from this year alone. All the other black lives who have been lost to police brutality, to murder by an official wearing a badge, disgracing the code that he or she stood for, they all matter. Any black life that has been threatened or harassed or discriminated against because of the colour of their skin, they matter. Again, I am British, and that doesn't mean that we don't have problems over here. Britain is nowhere near as civilised as everyone thinks, or as we aim to be. No, I don't believe any country, but I can't say for sure. But I know that over here, it's still a shithole when you look out the window at times, and you talk to people, and you hear stories, and it is disgusting. It's not as civilised as it can be, as it should be, by now. I mean, have we all forgotten about the 19th and the 20th century? It seems that way. Everything that those people stood for, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, just to name a few, everything that they stood for, it seems, has just gone out the window. Because, yet again, we're still living in an age where people are scared and they fear for their lives because they can be cut short because of the colour of their skin. How is that fair? I never thought I'd have to make a video like this. I mean, I'm a 19-year-old guy living in a house, just recording video games because his mates just because for fun. I never thought I'd have to make a serious video like this. And now I say that, I realise how ignorant that is, because even before all of this, before everything to do with George Floyd, before the other lives that have been lost this year, these issues still existed. And you hear about them on the news, you see them time after time, and it's the build-up. It's how that has just been swept under the rug time and time again by powerful politicians or organisations or governing bodies, judges, people who have an inherent bias coded within their DNA, being able to push these issues aside just because they can, and because that's something that they believe isn't right. They don't believe that a black life matters, or they don't believe that someone being arrested for murdering a person in self-defense who had kept them in imprisonment in their own house and was going to sell them as a human trafficker, a confirmed human trafficker, but that the person who defends themselves, just because they're black, they're on trial for murder because they did it out of self-defense, but the judge doesn't care. How is that fair? It's a horrible thing. When I saw that video, it was disgusting, and I saw a couple of other videos of other lives being lost on the exact same day or a couple of days before that all culminated. I walked out of my bedroom and bumped onto my parents in the landing, and I said, "Oh, have you seen that video? It was disgusting." And she said, "What about George Floyd?" And it was everywhere. And I don't think in the 19 years that I've lived on this earth and the amount of time that I spent on the internet as a computer scientist, as a geek, as a gamer, as just an arse, really, I don't think I've seen anything unite so many people and anger so many people, upset so many people of different races, religions, nationalities, creeds, backgrounds, socioeconomic statuses, orientations, everything that doesn't matter when defining someone. This tragic event, this disgusting loss of life, has united so many people more than I think anything else in the past 20 years. As I said, in the time that I've been alive, I haven't seen anything. Maybe Logan Paul filming a dead person, but that's peanuts in comparison to what this is. Repeated years of murder and racism and discrimination and just loss of life for no reason whatsoever, just because a white guy or girl is a bit trigger happy when it comes to minorities. It's disgusting. My heart goes out to the Floyd family, to the family of Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, David McCarthy, and to anyone who has lost a loved one because of something like this. It's unnecessary. It is tragic. There's no justification for it. Watching that video, there was no justification. And a lot of the times with all these videos that come out, there is no reason. It is disgusting. And the amount of people, the amount of lives that are cut short because these people have this inherent bias coded in them. I can't say anything else other than how disgusting it is. It's so upsetting, aggravating. It's like the world's sort of a lost cause, but it's not, because there are so many people out there protesting, so many people standing up for what is right, despite all the differences between them. There is no barrier when it comes to human. All of us, you strip our skin and bones down, we are the same thing. We are all exactly the same. All the atoms inside of us, all the chemicals that make us, all the elements, everything there, it's all the same. It's all the same idea. And this is uniting us in a way no one ever thought, or I've never seen before. And again, the fact that it came from such a tragic thing, a disgusting thing, you can't, there is no way that I can understand that. And there's no way I can understand the loss that these people are feeling. All I can say is that I stand with them. I stand with everyone. And black lives do matter. And until they do, no, all lives do not matter. Until Black Lives Matter, there is no equality between all of us. People who say all lives matter, of course they do, but not until the black lives do. Because as soon as Black Lives Matter, we are all set, we are all equal. Everything's hunky-dory, at least in an ideal world. I'm going to put some links in the description. It's petitions, donation links, everything that you've probably seen a billion times on the internet. If you haven't signed any petitions, you really should. I encourage you and I urge you to. If you can spare any money to donate to any of these causes and support these causes in any way, shape or form, then I encourage and urge you to do so too. Obviously, with Corona and lockdown and everything, especially over here, not knowing if we're going to go back to a job, what job we've got, the payment, things like that, I understand that it can be tough. But any money that you can spare, please put a donation in. I've donated, I've signed petitions, and so many people that I know have done the same. And again, we are white. It just shows that we stand with you. We stand with all of you, because it is not something that as a human being you should ever have to feel. If there are any protests near you and you feel safe in going, please do. There's information all over on how you can protect yourself, especially with Corona, and to protect yourself from police consequences, things like that, and police brutality as well. And tonight in the United Kingdom, there is a big nationwide kneel outside of the house, and I will definitely be doing it. You can bet your arse I'll be out there, and I really encourage you to do the same. Whatever way you support, please do support. Get vocal about this. Speak up. Use whatever soapbox that you have. However many people follow you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it doesn't matter, because however many people there are that you've got, it's still a soapbox, and it's still an audience that you can reach. You need to speak up about this and show your support to the community and to the causes out there that are trying to fight for these equal rights. Thank you. Stay safe, everyone. This is a crazy time, and it's disgusting. I just hope we don't see anything else, but of course we will. It's not the end, but with the power that we all have together, with the power we all share, we can get this to the end. Thank you.